Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kerry and today I am going to be doing another video where I've randomly picked out 10 palettes and I'm going to talk you through them and if I would miss them if they weren't in my collection anymore and if I would want to repurchase if I no longer had them. I have done one of these videos before and I will try and remember to link that down below, but I think these videos are really fun. It's nice to just sit and chat about makeup, and this is not my idea. I do believe I have watched Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner do this, as well as Angelica Neatvist and quite a few other YouTubers have done this now, so I'm going to get into it. I have my coffee ready. I've got 10 random palettes in front of me. I've just picked them off my shelves. Grab a coffee. Let's chat about the makeup. Okay, we've got a very mixed bag here, and I'm going to start out with the Urban Decay Born to Run. To be honest, I couldn't remember what palettes I'd done last time. I'm hoping none of these will be the same palettes that I chose in the last video. I don't think that they are, but yeah, I'm going to start with this one. A lot of people love this palette. A lot of people really like the quality of this palette. I feel like it is a good one from Urban Decay, definitely, because there have been some that aren't the best colour stories and aren't the best quality, but I feel like the mattes in here are amazing. I do reach for this when I want to do a neutral look. I have definitely dug this out. I really do like these shimmers here. They are super pretty, especially that one. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to do. I mean, it's quite dark. The top row is lighter, but I feel like it's quite a dark palette on the whole, but I feel like the quality is really good. I really do like the mattes. It's a nice palette. But now I have so many palettes in my collection. Would I miss it if it was gone? Probably not, and I probably wouldn't repurchase. Then next up, we have a very special gift that was from one of my lovely friends for Christmas, and I can't believe I've got it in my collection still. It is the Natasha Denona Trio-Chrome palette. I wanted this for the longest time. I had my eye on it. It's not a cheap one, but I really do like Natasha Denona eyeshadows, especially when they're bright and colourful. This one, the colour story is spectacular. It's right up my street. It's got your gorgeous purples, it's got your sort of chartreusey, greeny, yellowy tones, and then some more sort of peachy, pinky tones at the bottom. It's got the three amazing duochromes in the middle, absolutely stunning. I love this palette. I think you know what I'm going to say about it, to be honest. Would I repurchase it? If I had the money, I would repurchase it. I am so happy this is in my collection. It would definitely be missed a lot if I no longer had this. I just think it's absolutely beautiful, and now I'm thinking maybe I should have used this today for the look that I've done. The look that I've done is with the Pat McGrath Quad. I will try and remember to put it in the description box what I'm wearing on my face. The fact that you can do contrasting looks with this as well, like the purple with the yellowy, greeny. I love this palette to death. It's not the cheapest. It's definitely not the cheapest. Is it worth it? In my opinion, because I'm an eyeshadow addict and I absolutely love it, yes. Absolutely beautiful. I would definitely miss this palette. Just in case you're wondering, the little bits in between me picking up palettes and wiping things with my fingers, I do like to sit and sing. Aren't you glad that I cut those bits out? Next, we've got a very controversial palette here. It is the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson collab. It is the Conspiracy palette. Okay, everybody was going mad over this. I say everybody, maybe not everybody, but everybody that I was aware of was going mad over the series that they brought out on YouTube. I really enjoyed watching it. I was obsessed with seeing this palette being made, how it was all being done, Shane's choices, the colour story, and at the time it was so hyped. Looking back at this now, the packaging is extremely bulky. I normally love Jeffree Star packaging, but this one is even bulkier than usual. I do like that it's still got the clasps. The colour story now, looking at it, is ridiculous. At the time, I was absolutely obsessed, as was a lot of other people. Oh wow, it's so different, it's so unique, I really need it in my life. I think it was just the fact it was the series. I think he was constantly watching it about the same thing, and it was an exciting process to see it being made. The quality is good. It's not bad quality at all, but I feel like the colour story is just a bit redonkulous because, like, what look am I going to be doing with this? Like, I've barely used this, but I was so happy to get it. I was actually one of the first people to get hold of this palette because I managed to grab it at launch. I think it was from Beauty Bay, which was a very difficult task. I mean, they broke the internet, and then obviously so many things came out about them afterwards. Things were brought up, people hate them. We don't need to talk about those. But the actual palette, I do collect Jeffree Star eyeshadows, and I have done for a long while because, like I say, I like the packaging, I like the quality of his makeup, I think it's fantastic. I like that it's extravagant and dramatic, that is what I like. But would I miss this if it wasn't in my collection? No. Would I repurchase it? Yes, but only because of the collector in me, not because that I actually want to use it. Okay, then next up we've got a palette by Juvia's Place. My husband bought me this for Christmas. He knew I was into wanting more Juvia's Place, and Superdrug started stocking them, so I was super excited. This is the Berries. I absolutely love sort of purpley, mauvey, pinky tones like this. I thought it was a stunning, gorgeous drugstore palette. A lot more easier to get hold of now. It's in Superdrug and you don't have to pay for shipping and customs and things like that. I have used this. I thought it was really, really beautiful, and it does annoy me slightly that these two shimmers are very, very, like, there's not that much difference between them. Like, there could have been a little bit more difference. Again, these two mattes, a little bit more difference. I don't know. But on the whole, I really like this palette. I think it's really cute. I think it's good value for money. Juvia's Place did get themselves into some hot water recently, so I've been staying away from them and not really using their products. Would I miss this? I probably would, to be honest, because I really like the tones that are in this. Would I repurchase it? If Juvia's Place hadn't got themselves into such hot water lately, probably yes. But right now, I'm unsure. I mean, I don't like to cancel people. I'm not into this cancel culture type of thing. I do believe people should be given second chances, the ability to change, apologise, move on, that type of thing. But for now, yeah, I'm a little bit undecided with this one, but I really do like the quality and the colour story. Then we have Sugarpill Capsule Collection. I'm not sure what number this is, but it's the one with the orange bit on the front. Love the packaging of this. It's the only thing I've got by Sugarpill, and I was obsessed and I wanted to collect them all. I still kind of do want the one with the, is it the black on the front? That one looks really nice. And you can use this one as a blush or an eyeshadow. This one's a bit iridescent-y, a little bit of a duochrome shift. The blue's gorgeous, this green is beautiful. I like the packaging. A lot of people won't like the packaging of this. They'll think it's ridiculous, but I love it. It does annoy me that there's some smaller pans, like the shades that I would have wanted bigger are not, if you know what I mean. It is quite pricey and not the easiest to get hold of in the UK. I can't really think right now where I got this from, whether I actually ordered it from the US or I have no idea. I don't reach for this an awful lot because although it has pops of colour, it is leaning on the more neutral side, but I think it's pretty. Would I miss it if it was gone? Yes. Would I repurchase it if it was easy to get hold of in the UK? Then yes. Okay, then we have the Bperfect Carnival XL Pro palette. I like doing dramatic makeup looks. Please check back on my videos if you are not aware. I don't really do subtle. I like bright, bold, vivid colour. The first of the Carnival palettes that I owned was the Love Tahiti. And I absolutely love that one. I think that is the best of the Carnival palettes in my humble little opinion. So I didn't pick this one up until quite a while after, because the makeup groups that I'm in, a lot of people absolutely love this palette. If you want to do a bright colourful look and you need a lot of shades, this is your palette. Although I will say I am into smaller palettes more recently. I used to love huge palettes like this because it gave me so many options. They don't scare me. I quite like that there's so many colours included. It's just a bit bulky in the way, and I do prefer my smaller palettes now. Having said that though, the shades in this are amazing. The quality is really, really good. The shimmer's not so spectacular. It's more for the mattes that I like the Carnival palettes. But yeah, I mean, this ecstasy shade, I mean, this green, like if you know my channel, you know I love a green eyeshadow, and yeah, I'd definitely miss it if it wasn't in my collection. It's got so much variety. If I want to do a crazy colourful look, it's easy just to grab this out and do a look with it. Like I say, the mattes are good quality. I definitely would pick this up if it wasn't in my collection anymore. Then we have the Land Crime Venus XL2. I still haven't got the other one, which I kind of do want-ish. But I wanted this one because of the greens. There is a lot of neutrals in this for me. I'm not the biggest neutral lover. Sometimes I like to head more towards neutral, but on the whole I like colour. But I like that this was softer. It feels like a nice soft autumn palette, and you've got your pinky tones in there as well, and some nice neutrals, and oh, the greens. I mean, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Not heaps of depth. We've got this dark brown here. The fallout in this palette is unreal. You feel like you're in the Sahara. There's that much dust and eyeshadow particles flying around with these mattes. That is what I would say. It's not the most spectacular for the price, I do believe. I don't know if I paid full price for this. I can't quite remember, but I just don't think it's worth it for the price. I do love the colour story. It is beautiful, but no, I don't think I'd miss it if it wasn't in my collection, and I don't think I'd repurchase. Then we have a little bargain palette. Can I just say, I think I got this on offer for £4 in my local Boots. It's the Makeup Obsession Black is the New Black palette. I do believe it was Make Me Up Missy that got me onto this palette. She used, oh, my silver shade is a bit messy. I do not like a messy palette. Let's just clean that up a bit. I love this palette for the price. I mean, I don't know if it's like £6 full price, something like that. It is a bargain. If you need a palette for a smoky eye, this is the one. This is the one. The black is really, really good quality. This shadow here is kind of, it's a weird shade. And that's what I like in palettes. It's weird. It's weird. And if you're paying for, I paid £4 for this. It's stunning. Really like that it's got a matte white, matte black. It's got your shiny silver if you want to be a bit more impactful. It's really, really good to make a smoky eye. I would definitely repurchase, and I would miss it if it wasn't in my collection. If you haven't got this, stop sleeping on it. Go and get it. Then we have one that is discontinued, I believe. It's the BH Sweet Shop Bubblegum palette. I wanted these bubblegum palettes for the longest time, but they weren't on Beauty Bay, which, why? Seriously, BH, if you'd have sold these on Beauty Bay, you might not have been going under. And if you'd have not discontinued them or made them limited edition, I mean... Anyway, love the theming of these palettes. I do have all of them except the brown one. I kind of do want to get the brown one just because of the collector in me, but I have all the colourful ones. So I picked out the blue one randomly. Like I say, packaging, amazing. Love the theme that it's Sweet Shop. They're all ice cream flavours. This is the bubblegum. Love a blue eyeshadow. You've got your 4 mattes, 4 shimmers, and they go from light to dark. Really, really good quality. Sad that you can't get this anymore. Not sure if you can still get this on like the Germany BH website. I've got no idea, but I know that you can't really get your hands on these anymore, which is such a shame because they're amazing. But yeah, if you just wanted to do a blue look, how easy would this be? Just to pull out and you've got everything you need here. I love it. Would I miss it? Yes. Would I repurchase it? Absolutely. If I could actually get my hands on it, that is. Then we have the last palette, and it is the ColourPop Fade Into Hue palette. I really do like ColourPop. The majority of the palettes I've tried are amazing quality. This one is one of the best quality in my opinion. Some people I've seen didn't really like this, and that blows my mind because it is a beautiful rainbow palette. This has got all of the rainbow tones that you need, and it's got so many different formulas, which makes me so happy. This is the only palette that I like the pressed glitters in. I hate pressed glitters with a passion. Don't put them in eyeshadow palettes. Why are you doing it? Sell them as separate singles and then the glitter lovers can buy those. Like, no. But this one is on another level. It is spectacular. If I wanted to use a pressed glitter or something crazy, like, it's got 1, 2, 3 of the amazing pressed glitters. I couldn't believe it the first time I used this. Like, it's not gritty, it's not hard, it's not like putting gravel on your eyeballs. It is super soft, lovely, it stays on, and I don't believe I used a glitter primer. Like, look at this. It's spectacular. And then, like I say, you've got the... amazing. And then you've got the gorgeous mattes in each of the colours of the rainbow. Then you've got some shimmers, and then you've got some mattes with sparkling, and the sparkle does stay in the mattes as long as you really do kind of like pack it on. I love this palette. It is one of ColourPop's finest in my opinion. I would 100,000,000% recommend that palette, and I would definitely repurchase it because it would be missed a lot. Okay guys, so those are my 10 palettes. I hope I did actually pick 10. Yeah, I've just counted them quickly. That was 10 palettes. So I would love to hear your thoughts about these palettes. Do you own them? Have you been thinking about buying them? And what would you do if they went missing from your collection? Would you repurchase? I always find these videos so interesting. I love to watch when other people do them, and it's actually really fun to do them yourself and reminding yourself about the makeup that you own, not constantly looking at the new things coming out, looking back at the things that you have already got in your collection, and now this is reminding me of the things that I want to use again, that I need to use again, that need some more extra love, especially this Fade into Hue. Absolutely gorgeous. This will be amazing in summer. So yeah, please let me know down below what you think. Give me a like, and if this is the sort of content that you enjoy, please do consider subscribing. I'm generally sticking a lot of eyeshadow on my eyeballs that is bright and colourful and dramatic. So hopefully guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!